Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. The Kawasaki KX450, built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. 3 days of windy conditions on tap as a cold front and a low-pressure system roll through the region, bringing lots of wind but very little rain. Look today for sunny skies, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and a high of 76 degrees. We do have a wind advisory posted until 11 o'clock tonight. White Pine County Clerk's office says they've received about 8 months' worth of delayed business reply mail from the post office. Now, according to County Clerk and Registrar of Voters Nicole Steppe, the mail was delivered to the office on Friday and included voter responses to official notices, voter registration updates, and new voter registrations. Clerk's office staff now reviewing and processing the information to make sure voter registration records are updated accurately and in compliance with Nevada election law. Officials say some voters could receive new ballots as the updated information is entered into the voter registration system. Clerk's office said unexpected ballot changes may cause confusion. They are encouraging voters with questions about their registration status, ballot, or election information to contact their office directly at 775-293-6509. Meanwhile, the clerk's office will be closed on the 30th day of June, that's a month away, as staff complete the move back to their former office inside the historic courthouse in Ely. County Clerk and Registrar of Voters Nicole Steppe says the office will relocate to 801 Clark Street, Suite 4. The District Court Clerk's office will remain, though, at the Justice Center as they separate. Officials say phone numbers and email addresses will stay the same for services involving elections, voting, marriage licenses, fictitious firm names, and county records. But the office's physical location and mailing address will change. The clerk's office asking the public to plan ahead to avoid delays in business during the move. Ely City Council meets Thursday night with a public hearing scheduled on the City of Ely's final budget for the fiscal year ending 2027, June 30th. The hearing begins at 5:30 at the Volunteer Fire Hall. Council members expected to consider adoption of the budget afterwards. Also on the agenda, appointments to the Historic Preservation Commission, an update on a federal rail infrastructure grant involving the Nevada Northern Railway Foundation, and possible participation in a geothermal lease sale environmental assessment involving areas near Ely, Lund, and Caliente. The council will also discuss seasonal open burning restrictions within city limits from June through September and propose 2.5% cost of living increases tied to union agreements for city employees and firefighters. White Pine County Commission meets tomorrow morning with public hearings planned on the county's budget and a proposed $70,000 budget augmentation for grand jury costs. They're also expected to consider liquor licenses for the fairground events and the White Pine horse races, a public auction for county-owned property, those geothermal lease assessment participation that we talked about with the city, and the possible donation of obsolete emergency vehicles to local nonprofit group Global Peace Partners, doing business as Care Convoy. The commission will also discuss support for a proposal honoring entertainer Lawrence Welk. KELY will broadcast tomorrow's meeting live beginning at 9 a.m. County Sheriff's Office reported a busy week of law enforcement activity from May 21st to the 23rd, Thursday through Saturday, including a DUI arrest, fraud investigations, vandalism, and a sex crime investigation that remains ongoing. Deputies arrested Skylar Hall after a traffic stop in Ely on charges including DUI, driving without a valid license, and minor in consumption of alcohol. Other incidents included a hit-and-run crash at a local casino, a stolen vehicle that was later recovered, graffiti at a county playground, and several reckless driving complaints. Sheriff's Office also handled reports involving runaway juveniles, suspicious subjects, fights, and scam-related fraud complaints. Several highway-related calls referred to Nevada State Police. Fire crews continue working to contain a wildfire burning in the Clover Valley area of Elko County after the blaze broke out Memorial Day afternoon south of Wells in the East Humboldt Range. Officials say the fire has burned more than 1,000 acres since it was first reported about 1:45 yesterday afternoon. About 10 engines, a fire suppression module, two dozers, and 2 helicopters assigned to the fire. Additional crews expected to arrive this morning. According to fire officials, the wildfire started from an agricultural burn that escaped containment lines. Agricultural burning is commonly used by ranchers to reduce fuel, improve grazing conditions, and lower wildfire risk. In this case, it didn't work. Firefighters say crews are making progress toward containment, but they're urging residents to use extra caution with any open burning activities as dry conditions continue across the region. And a Memorial Day ceremony at Hoover Dam yesterday honored fallen service members while kicking off Southern Nevada's celebration leading up to America's 250th birthday. Dozens gathered last night for a first-of-its-kind lighting ceremony featuring a massive American flag displayed over the dam along with red, white, and blue lighting effects. Governor Lombardo and Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs spoke during the event, which organizers say will continue nightly through the 4th of July. At 8:21 for Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.